Today, Active Travel Adventures takes you to the gorgeous village of Cassis in the south of France in Provence. Magical little fishing harbor. Just look at those cute storefronts. I like that it was very unpretentious. Up there's the castle. We'll have a better view of that later. Just loved all the colors. Those are the fishing boats. These are real people. This is a calanque. A calanque is a cliff and where the water juts in. And there's great hiking up in, there's a national park adjacent to Cassis. This is up on top of one of the calanques. Just beautiful turquoise water. There's multiple calanques and each one's got its own personality. Some of them you can only access by kayak or boat. I think that the best time to go to Cassis is late spring or early fall. The weather is much more pleasant, it won't be so hot, and it won't be so crowded. There's plenty to do outside. You can hike, you can bike, you can paddle, you can rent a boat, you can take one of the boat tours and get up close and personal with multiple calanques. They have a great tourist office right downtown in the harbor. The staff is very helpful and friendly. They speak English, French of course, and probably some other languages as well. Just stunning, stunning scenery. Just look at that watercolor. That's the highest cliff in Europe. That's called Cape Canal. I'm probably misspelling that. I'll be climbing that a little bit later in the video. Look at those rock formations. I didn't meet any American tourists my entire visit there, but there were lots of French, and so it's a quick train, bus, or cab ride from Marseille. In the little coves are often nice little beaches. There's Cape Canal, which is the highest cliff in Europe. You can climb up it. It is very steep. There's about a 30% grade. It's not that long of a trip, long of a hike, but it is a little hard on the lungs. Much of it is on the roadside. Here, clear near the top, a little bit misty that morning, but just breathtaking. There are multiple trails up there that you can take, so you could spend all day hiking all over the place. There's some of the trails. Anywhere 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. There's a vineyard on the way up from town, so you can stop by for a wine tasting on the way back. Here's the castle of Cassis. It doesn't show up as well during the day in these photos, but at night, man oh man, look at how it lights up. That is privately owned, but you can also rent rooms, rent suites there. It's also available for private rentals for weddings and such. Cassis is magical at night. It's also great in the morning. I got up early for a hike to catch the sunrise coming up over the cape and some of the calanques. There's the cape in the morning. Cannot more highly recommend this visit. You can also tour the area by bike. I rented a bike, electric bike, and took a tour group with a wine tasting at the end. Right to the vineyards all surrounding Cassis. White grape to make white wines and rosé. You can rent little sailboats, you can rent kayaks, you can scuba dive, snorkel, hang out at the beach, go to the market, wander through the alleys. You can't get too lost. All you have to do is just go downhill and you'll find the harbor. Listen to all of our podcasts at the Active Travel Adventures podcast. I'm your host, Kit Parks. On the Active Travel Adventures podcast, every other week we go someplace in the world where we'll hike, paddle, cycle, horseback ride, or some combination of the above, and do an epic adventure. You can see the complete directory of all previous episodes at activetraveladventures.com. Just click on the podcast directory. We'll see you there. Adventure on.